Hello and welcome everybody into the Dynamax Ho-Oh Battle Weekend. We've done a couple already, thanks to Kiwi Steve. We got one last night which gave us a 93%er. I'm very happy with that. We did one this morning that wasn't overly good, but 4 of us out here in the little squads just to take a few of them down. We do have to say thanks very much to Immensely Tall for gifting us the Raid Weekend ticket, which as it turns out is a new layout. When you win a max battle, you get 800 max particles, which means you win a battle, you get the battle particles to do another one, which I think is brilliant. That's a really good layout. Now, we're not going to take this one overly seriously because Ho-Oh as a Dmax is not really going to be the best one to utilize. Of course, the max system, in terms of attackers, you're far better off going with the Gmax things. And when it comes to the fire types, we've got Gmax Charizard, we've got Gmax Cinderace, and they've been out for a long time and multiple times. So this is just a token get the shiny one, like he got from Kevin. Shout out to Ray K, who gave him the shiny from the invite. This is technically our first in-person battle, but our 3rd overall. Let me know in the comments below, of course, how you did this weekend, or today, because it runs tomorrow. We've got the com day tomorrow as well. And somehow we got 0 golden Razzers. I'm not quite sure why that is. I did take the time and dust to power up a Gigalith. Let's see if we can get a shiny for our battle. No, and 2153. Of course, 2207 is the 100%er you want to see because there's no weather boost in the Dmax system. In terms of team building, you need the Blissey and everything like that. You need a proper tank to hold out on the damage. Ho-Oh only has access to huge 1-bar charge moves. Yeah, but he got the hundo just after the shiny. Do you need to bother anymore? It's nice to see, 2207. You clearly were, I just said it's 2207 for the hundo. Congrats. He's got his shiny, he's got his hundo. Content creator, like I'll pass the camera to him, then you guys can claim that it's him. They're cycling every half an hour, which is nice to see. Again, that's a good update, and it's been the case for a while. But again, this is just a token, like get yourself a Dmax Ho-Oh Legendary. If you really care for it, you can chase for it. I'm just gonna use the ticket particles and a few others that we get access to. 2-star. Considering the fact that we have the Road to Kalos event coming up, which brings back for a day Shadow, Ho-Oh and Lugia with brand new backgrounds. Once again, I'd rather chase for a purifiable Shundo using that with the background than go for this. And I will just say as well, like even with Rock and Roll available, I've really dipped off in terms of interest for the Dmax system. Genuinely. Oh, we've got a Glimmet task to check, which is 706. We're going to another Ho-Oh. So we're going to get the particles done for the ticket today and see what happens. If we get a shiny, we get a shiny. We will do a few remotes as well. I'm not going to chase overly hardcore for it because again, it's not something I'm particularly interested in. I think that's a good place to be with the gamers. Focus on what you think is valuable. Let me know your wins in the comments below. Are you interested? And if you're battling tomorrow with Community Day, here's my team. I'm running level 50 Blissey, level 50 Snorlax for 2 tanks, and the attacker I've got is a Gigalith, which is a 13 attack 96. It was the best one I got out of the 10 or so Rock and Roller battles I did randomly. But you can use Gmax Inteleon, you can use Gmax Toxtricity, you can use Gmax Blastoise, but make sure you're attacking with either a Gmax Water or Electric type or the Gigalith, because that's the only rock type Dmax mon that has a rock type fast move, I believe. Well, Omastar actually has one as well. The Gigalith I think is a bit better. Second battle, bring in the Dmax for, what's it called, the Gigalith, that's it. I also have to give a little apology if you notice some weird color correction on the museum video with the screen recordings. It's because I set HDR on the screen recording format rather than the normal, because I'm an idiot. Weird color palette on some of those things. It should be back to normal now. Second in person, I should really claim some max particles from the ticket. I love how you don't get any golden Razzers, but it tells you that. Or bonus 2. Wow, fantastic. It's not shiny. Oh, 2194, that's pretty goddamn good. That should be like a 96. Not gonna power it up or anything. Honestly, I'd much rather wait and use my coins and things for the Roads to Kalos events. Well, we're gonna probably miss the Kanto birds that are happening on that Monday because we're flying back and getting back at like 4:30 on Monday afternoon due to time zone differences. But the Ho-Oh and the Lugia Shadows and the new backgrounds, definitely want to chase that. The Primals on the Wednesday, but Origin, Palkia and Dialga with the new backgrounds for space and time on those on the Thursday look insane as a fly tries to attack me. This is going to be 96. I was bang on. Emergency. Have I reached? I've collected all the max particles I can get. Ka-ching, ka-ching, ka-ching. Again, Immensely Tall, thank you so much for this gifted ticket. And I hope this format comes back because it actually incentivizes people to. You could even remote the battle, come back and get your max particles for the next battle, which I think is brilliant. That's a much better ticket layout in my view. Glimmet is gonna be 703. Let's put a pineapple on it and leave it in the stack. Third in-person raid. That's a 98. Funnily enough, I think. Yeah, you don't need to bother anymore. I mean, do you need to bother anyway? That's a questionable thing. Not after, no shiny. 2158. I think pistachio latte and a battle in black sheep. The battle of black sheep, let's do it. Confirming this is pretty terrible. At the end of the day, what I should probably do is put a Mega on the Dactyl of the Aero, because it's going to boost the flying type catches for Ho-Oh, as well as the rock types for Glimmet while we're out and about here rocking and rolling. Hit the max rockfall, and it is Battle of the Black Sheep with a white chocolate macchiato. Gonna give us the energy to do the remaining, 4 battles pass, and then we'll see if we can bother. I want to get some kilometers done today, because obviously Glimmet, also, obviously not official yet, have to clarify that and say it's not official, but Mega Dragonite and its shiny have been found in the data mines of recent assets and things like that of the game. So who knows when or where that's going to come to fruition, but you could be seeing Mega Dragonite as soon as Global Kalos Tour, or maybe even earlier in LA. I really hope so, because Mega Dragonite's really cool. I will say we're all using max mushrooms as well. The other peeps are using Toxtricity and Kingler. I was using my Inteleon before powering up a Gigalith this morning, and I'm going to wish you all the best of luck as well. If you're battling tomorrow, that is, with the community day, you might be able to find a little bit more of an easy battle compared to today. If you need to remote, make sure you're coordinating, make sure you've got the right counters, the right team, and it really seems like you need the max mushrooms on this one just to help boost the attacks to get the damage done. So, 1 sip of the coffee, and 2176. It'd be good to see the 2207 that Francesco got, just for the sake of collection. Obviously, don't give in to the FOMO necessarily, because we know that everything returns in Pokemon GO sooner rather too later, so Dmax Ho-Oh will be back before you know it. Ho-Oh in the bin. It took a little bit longer because none of us have a max mushroom running anymore, and obviously the mushroom power is profound. 0 revives, I love seeing that. I do think you should get better rewards for these sorts of things, honestly. Anyway, Ho-Oh is gonna be not a shinny, and 2128. On a scale of 1 to 10, this is -7. First ball catch though. The other one was a little bit of a pain in the backside to catch, and I have to say, I am really much enjoying having good foam battery. It's almost the floor. Nice. And that is our 7th of 7, I believe, max battles done with the ticket. So we have 1 more round of 800 particles to claim, 1 rare XL candy, which God knows where I'm going to put it, to be honest. I did put a lot of rare XL candy into Keldeo and into Diancie in the anticipation of their shinies being decent. It's not shiny. 2189, it's not bad, but it's not as good as the ones we've already had. Resets happened at 2 o'clock. Let's see what we get from this one. Actually, looking at it, I still have like 3k max particles, so we should be good for a few remotes, hopefully, and maybe one that's just over there. As you can see, not overly enthused to chase this thing, considering we actually have a Gmax day coming up on the 15th. It's not a shinny, and 2153. Spectacularly mediocre. Even for a newer player, there are probably better things to get in the Dmax system than Ho-Oh. Realistically, the only tank you need for the Dmax system is Blissey. Blissey and Snorlax will suit nicely. And Chansey's in and out of the Dmax system regularly on constant basis. Not checking for a background or anything. 2-star rubbish, and we'll go to that one over there very soon. I think the last in-person Ho-Oh we're going to do this afternoon. Let's see what it's going to be before we smash a handful of remotes with some people. Shout out and thanks in advance if I get in some of your raids or max battles, whatever they're called. It's a 1 in 20 ratio. That's the thing. It's a raid weekend. It's not a max battle day. But even the Gmax battle days have a shiny ratio of 1 in 20. I think they're not even boosted like raid days. So no shiny. 2142. The amount of hassle these things are for the max battle weekends, even for the max days, they should be a 1 in 10. I think, honestly. Because it's a slightly different version of a Pokemon that people have already got Shadow shinies of, normal shinies have been out for years. See, at least it's an easy excellent for my level up tasks. Thanks for the trio, PoGoMiloUK and Berthold for this. Maybe one of our remotes. It is Piccadilly Circus here today with the postman. Jesus Christ. Could it be potentially a Shiny Max Ho-Oh from the invite? That'd be nice. Ooh, no. Oh, it's a Hundo though. It's a freaking Hundo Ho-Oh, 2207. Thank you, PoGoMiloUK, for the invite. Worth It's nice to be in the club with Francesco. Let's see if we can get it caught. That would be fantastic. Dmax Ho-Oh, and it seems to be the fire types in Dmax giving us the hundo luck, because you may remember at the very beginning of 2025, when Max Mondays for the legendary birds were available, we got the hundo Moltres Dmax on our final of 5 battles. I'm going to keep moving because we're heading home, I'm not going to lie. Please get in the ball. That was a terrible throw. Maybe it will work. Nope, straight out. Boom, hit the excellent. Trying to get run over, and out it comes. How did that throw that way? Come on. Being very problematic with the throw circle, honestly. First one I actually need to catch, and it's just being, you know what? Oh, come on. I will master ball it if I need to. Honestly, it's a hundo legendary. Second to last ball. Why? Why? You making me waste? Well, I got 2, to be honest. Freaking master balling. I'm going to name it something that will get through the inappropriate text filter. Master balling. Yeah, you did. Hundo, Dmax Ente. You may remember that from that battle weekend. But there we go. I think that's the second time I've actually had to master ball something from the Max system as a hundo. My hundo Gmax Lapras needed a master ball. But there we go. Valor Go Loco, thank you for the hundo goodness. Real nice to add to the collection. At least I have something for the video, guys. There we go. Gonna have to go with 100% Valor Lock. Can't fit in Go Loco, unfortunately, but there we go. It's our latest 100% legendary. Yeah, we'll work on best budding it. Why not? Hundo Ho-Oh, real nice to have in the collection. Thank you very much once again. Of course, we've got to say a big thanks to every single person who's part of the Patreon crew here, supporting the channel and the content that goes up on it for all these years and taking the support to the next level. Without all of that extra contribution, things like what we're doing next weekend, a day trip to Cologne for the City Safari, for a stamp rally, might I say, would not be possible, as well as tour for LA, the Go Fest, and honestly pushing the content as far as we can do and doing it full time. Thank you so much to each and every one of you, and thank you to all of you guys who've hit that subscribe button as well. Everything makes a huge difference here. We're now significantly later in the afternoon / the evening. We've finalized and done the remaining remotes. We actually had 2 Ho-Oh run, which is just fantastic. So it's a shame no shiny, as you can see from this collection here. Not too bothered about it. We should be able to do a few tomorrow alongside of prior community day for Vulpix. But let me know in the comments below, did you manage to get the Dmax shiny? Or, like me, get in the Dmax Hundo? Again, thank you Valor Go Loco for that invite, because it's quite a surprise to get one of these since we weren't really chasing it, and I will give it the correct amount of treatment, 4367, put it to level 50. Will we use it? Probably in very select circumstances against the likes of Gmax, Machamp and all that sort of stuff. So it's good to have it, that's for sure. And we did do a few trades with Francesco. We finally got ourselves a lucky Glimmet, which will tick off the Glimmora lucky decks. But on the note of lucky stuff, I have got my lucky trinket to use from January's Go Pass, and I chatted to Hanny, good old German content creator over in mainland Europe, and we're seeing him next Saturday in a week's time. Let's put the lucky trinket on the guy. He's agreed to this as well. Let's go lucky friends, man. That will hopefully be something interesting to look forward to in a week's time. If you like what you see here on the channel, please consider hitting that subscribe button down below, and we'll definitely be chasing the shinies for tomorrow with Vulpix. We actually have the Carnival of Flamigo beginning next Tuesday with some shiny boosts on the likes of Lotad and Pikipek, as well as the debut itself. Stick around for those, and if you like what you see, there's plenty of other videos available on the channel. Have a look at the com day from this month, and of course there's something else over here for you as well. But I will say, until the next time folks, do take care.